Hello, Questers. Ironbug here, and today we're in my new Zenfull game. The game is Townscaper VR for the Quest 2. Now, this is a simple town building game where you just build to your heart's content. There's no rules. There's no having to put electricity to places. There's no industrial zones. There's no timers. There's no destruction, fire. It's just pure, relaxing building. And it is fun. This is now my new relaxation game. It's like being a child playing with building blocks, building again. It's just that peaceful. And I'm just going to zoom out here. As you can see, this is a town I've been building. I log in once in a while and I make changes. That was my latest build, the big tower over there. So I have this building that I just built up. You can build as high as you want, as low as you want, as small or big as you want. You can leave the water where you want, canals. Look, there's even a little clothesline. This game is great. And it is so easy to play. It's just click and go. And you have scaling options. Like you can make this big and get right into the town. All the nice little trees and stuff. Like it is super nice. Or you can zoom it in real small. Take it all in. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'm going to jump into a new town. And I'm going to show you how simple it is and how the controls work. Alright, so here we are inside a small little town that starts you off with. See, there's a few buildings. Now, the controls are the same for both Quest controllers. If you turn either one to the side, it'll give you the option to start new, open the town you've built. This is really neat. Here, I'll zoom in on that. So see what it looks like, the textures and the coloring. You can change it so it looks like something you've modeled in a ZBrush modeling program. Here it is back to normal. Or you can make it look like it's just under a bright light. This might be better to show it on. See how the shadows and the textures are a little darker now? So you have three ways of showing it. There's also a grid option. Now, you are confined to building to the size of this grid, but it is big. You can build a lot in this grid. You can undo, redo, pick all your colors, but you could do all this with just the remotes itself. You can choose your next color by pushing up on the control stick. You can undo by pushing to the left. You can copy color, you can remove. So everything can be done from the control stick itself. And just going to turn off the grid here. If you grab both grip buttons, you can scale it in and out. Really tiny. Really zoomed in. Like it is nice. Now you can play this game seated, standing, room scaling. I prefer playing it in room scaling. I have a big VR room, so I like to walk around it. Yeah, it's because the controls are so simple. You don't have to be standing to play. You can be sitting. Holding both grip buttons, as I said, scales it in and out. It also rotates it. You can use one grip button to move around the town. You can raise it up above, below. It's really simple. All right, so with that, let's get some building going here. Let's make a street. I love the sound it makes when it hits the water. All right, now we've picked the color of our house. I like green. So there's a single dwelling home. There we go. Now let's make another house. We're just going to widen the street a bit. Make like a tower house. All different designs of houses you can make. And I said you don't have to run power to them. You don't have to do anything. You build. You just have fun building. And it's simple as clicking the buttons. It is really nice. The only thing that's missing from this is some Zenfull music. Alright, so let's get some orange houses here. Some single dwellings. And yes, just like that, if you build little houses that walk around, just float up. Now let's give them a way to get to them. So I don't want that one. So it's as simple as pressing the A button to remove it. Alright. Now one thing I would like to see, there's like little birds here. There's little things. And if there were some birds, okay. I click on here, birds fly away. I'd like to see more of that without having to disturb the birds. And I'd like to see little people like maybe walking around, sweeping in front of their door, riding a bicycle, bouncing a ball. It just random movement in the game would add to it. But yeah, this is a very relaxing game. Let's give this guy a yard. Right. So I'm going to extend this street. Alright, that seems good enough. And we'll go with white. Here we go. So we'll make these a little taller. Add to that. So you can make really unique houses. You can put canals and roads wherever you want. And as I said, if you're having a problem with the building, you can work with the grid. It's almost like paint by numbers. See exactly where you can lay down. Little blocks. I like the grid off though. Kind of makes me feel more like I'm in the town. Alright, some yellow houses. So there's another nice little neighborhood. But yeah, the possibilities are endless. It's your imagination. And you could just build in here and relax. There's nothing to destroy your town except for you. You don't have to worry about an industrial zone, commercial zones, or residential zones. It's just all houses, and it's just fun to build. Now, I'm using room scaling to move around in here, but as I said, you can easily just zoom and move it in. So I want to see this here house with all the birds, and boom, didn't move an inch. Let's actually get some red going. And we'll build up his house a bit. We're going to go on higher, so I like to see the birds fly. Look at that. That looks beautiful. Look at them going by my tower. Yeah. So guys, if you're looking for a new Zenfull game, just to relax and play Town Builder, Townscaper VR is the game for you. It is absolutely amazing. As I said, this is on the Quest 2. I'll leave links for it down below. And I think it was under $15 Canadian. I remember it was really cheap. But it is one of the most relaxing games I have played in a long time, and so much fun. I don't know if it's because when I was a kid, I liked to play in the dirt and build little towns for my Hot Wheels, and same thing with my building blocks. But Puzzle Places was my favorite Zen game. This is now it. This is just beautiful. And as I said, you can get really creative and do whatever you want. Your imagination is the limit. Well guys, this is Townscaper VR. It's on the Quest 2. I'll leave the links down below for it. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you picked this up and find as Zenfull as I do. And I'll see you all in the next VR adventure. Cheers.